Excuse me. G'day friends, it's vickywright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So today is our last day of sharing this sketch layout with you. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had fun creating with it. So today, as I said, is our last day, but don't fear, we still have 3 more weeks of the layouts. So today I'm still using the All About Autumn 6x6 DSP, and seeing as though the catalogue's been released, I can now show you inside, and that is what we've been using, that paper there, and it's from the All About Autumn Sweet collection. Okay, page 43. Okie dokie. So that's what we're using. So I've sort of stuck to the same papers all week long, and just stepped it up each time. So we'll grab our kit. So our base card is Lost Lagoon. Now these colours for the card today, I've really just gone out on a limb. I just went to the cupboard and just picked out a couple of colours. So let's hope it works. I've got an idea in my head, but sometimes whether it comes from your head to the card is another thing. Then we've got a piece of the DSP. We're going to be using this side, and that's this side. It's pretty actually. It's got the gold foil through it. So, and I think that would be Moody Mauve, I think. So we're going to actually stick that to that. But before we do that, we're going to do our piece that comes across here. Okay, so we've got a piece of Petal Pink. I told you the colours were way out. And we're going to stick this to there like that. But before we do that, I'm going to stamp it, okay? And our sentiment is from the Sending Smiles stamp set. And we're going to use the birthday wishes. And we're going to stamp that in Moody Mauve. So just bear with me. It may go out of eyesight for a little bit. And it does need cleaning. Where's just got to grab the chamois. Oops. It's just a little piece stuck in the R. Now we've got it crooked. Okay, let's see how we go now. Still doesn't look like it's... Let's bring in the Stampin' Scrubber and see how we go. My chamois needs a little bit more water added to it. It's a little bit dry, it feels dry. Okay, so just bear with me. And we want our Moody Mauve. Now it's the bee. That's better. Okay, let's try again. No, I have one more go. I'm just going to clean this again. Oops. We'll get there yet. I'm not even going to try it, test drive it. We'll just go. Yep, that's okay with me. Whoops. So what we'll do now is we'll stick this piece. I even forgot the glue. We'll stick this piece to our piece of Petal Pink, okay? Now, as usual, all the measurements and a PDF tutorial will be on my blog. All you have to do is click on the link below. And on my blog will be a link to Robbie's blog as well. Okay. Now, I'm thinking what we might do. No, we'll keep it like that. I was going to pop this up actually, but I think we'll keep it flat. Now, I've kept it, once again, I've kept it to a very, very basic layout. This layout has heaps of potential, but I'm just going to keep it to the basic layout. So that goes across there like that. Okay, and then we're going to grab our scissors and we're just going to chop. I'm just looking for my little container. That's done. Then we'll stick this to our piece of Very Vanilla, and then we'll stick it to our base card. Oh, I did forget one thing that I was going to do. Silly, silly me, but we might be able to. Let's see if we can get it done. What I wanted to do was actually stamp an image direct onto our DSP. So let's see if we can do it. And if we can't, there's nothing lost. So I'm thinking we'll use Mossy Meadow, and we're going to use the image, this leaf image, or fern, from Nature's Prints. I love this fern. It's one of my favourite images, and I haven't used it for a while, so I'm thinking we might be able to get away with it, I think. Oh, I like that. Pretty, pretty. Okay, so that's done. And I might clean this because we need it again. So we'll clean it as we go. So that's done. Then we can stick this to our base card. So don't be scared to stamp onto your DSP. I love that we can do that. So that's done. That looks like it's popped up anyhow because we've laid it onto a piece of Petal Pink. Then what we're going to do is bring in this fern image again. Now I've already pre-done one, but I'm just going to show you how I did it. And I've just got a scrap of Very Vanilla. So we probably won't get all of our image on, but I just want to show you how I did it. So we're going to ink it up with Petal Pink. And then we're going to bring in our Moody Mauve. And we're going to bring in our sponge dollars. Okay, so I've got one here for Moody Mauve. And then all we're going to do is just tap, tap, tap lightly with your sponge dauber, and we're just randomly going to go over our image with the Moody Mauve. Just like that. You don't have to have a lot on it. If you put a lot on, you're going to lose the two-tone effect. So I'll just do this first. And also too, bear in mind, no two are going to be the same. Okie dokie. So we'll just stamp this here. Now, normally I would huff on it, but I know my two ink pads are very juicy. And that's it there. Pretty, pretty. Okay, and that's it. Easy peasy, but it's really, really effective. And then all I've done is die cut this fern with the die from Nature's Dies. Okay, and this is the one I've already done. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put this one about there, I think. So we've covered up that little bit there. Just like that. So we'll pop this up with a few mini dimensionals. You could use your standard dimensionals if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use the minis. I won't put one down here because it's going to go over the top there. And we'll put a couple in the middle. And then all we're going to do is position this. I'm not going to worry about any adhesive along the top, bottom. We're just going to position that just like that. You could have added a little bit of glue, but I'm just going to leave it like it is. And then what we're going to do is bring in some ribbon. And this is the Ribbon Duo Combat Pack. And this is the Petal Pink. If this doesn't work, we'll try our linen thread. So we're just going to tie just a small bow. Just like that. And we're going to trim that bow off, or the tails. Grab our glue dots that I didn't grab. Always think you've got everything ready. Or we might just get this in too. I've just heard the dog moving around. I've got a little blind dog and deaf. But in saying that, I witnessed another miracle yesterday. She took me out to the water yesterday morning when we went to the beach, which we've only just started going again after 2 years. And she had a run with me through the water, so you can't whinge about that, eh? And she just loved it. She used to love it before anyhow, but so once summer's really here, I'm going to take her down at high tide for swims. So that's done. Then what we're going to do is finish it off with a couple of the pastel adhesive backed sequins. And I think we will go for the pink. I'm just trying not to put these everywhere. I'll just grab now. Take a big tool. And we'll do one more. I might put that one just there. And that is our card for today. But of course, we've got to do our envelopes and our inside, hey? So, I'm thinking all we'll do is, we might just stamp it in Petal Pink, eh? Where's our stamp? Now, I don't think I'll clean that. Yeah, so Little Bell surprises me every day. And I've been asked by a lot of people, have I got a new dog? So and she knows everyone, knows where we are. They're very, very resilient, I think. I'm just taking the excess off, and that's it. It's a pretty colour, Petal Pink. And then we'll just put this on the inside of our card. like that. And as I said, that's our card for today. Very different. Stepped up a little bit by using our sponge dobbers, a little bit of ribbon, and stamping onto our papers. So I'll just bring in our other cards. So that was card number 2. That's card number 3. Card number 2. And of course, card number 1. Okay, so as I said, the link to my blog will be down below, where you'll be able to download a free PDF tutorial, and there'll also be a link to Robbie's blog as well. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this week. I certainly have. It's really made me think outside the box. Okay, thanks a lot and enjoy your day. See ya. Hooray.